Hi everyone. One of the things that I've been asked to do more of is challenges. And since I want to do challenges that are interesting to me as well as to someone else, hopefully, I have a little challenge for y'all. This is going to be the A to Z Collage Challenge. Now, I'm going to explain it, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Most of you know that I don't necessarily like working in this type of book, that I like working on single sheets. So that is what I'm going to do. This is a sort of an open challenge, and I don't have any set dates. I'm going to try to finish mine up within a couple of months, but you know, life is what it is, and I am not going to stress over it. It is a challenge for yourself, not for me, not for anyone else. And that's how I look at it anyways. My challenge is about what I want to do for me. And so I'm going to do an A to Z collage challenge. Now, the challenge is to collage using things that are alphabetical. The book, you can use a tiny little book if you want. You can use a bigger book if you want. In some respects, this is very much like a glue book challenge, but there again, this is up to you how you look at it. I'm going to make individual pages. I am going to show you how big they're going to be and what I'm going to do. But that's me. You can approach it any way you want, okay? So if you want to make your own book like I'm going to do, please do. It's supposed to be fun, guys. So by A to Z Collage Challenge, you know, most of you know I keep my images in things like this. Okay, so there's a puzzle. Or it could be a crossword, whichever way you want to look at that. I think I'm going to put it in the P's since I know what I have. So I'm going to slip back here to P and tuck it in my P envelope for the moment. Okay? And I'm going to show you what I have for a couple of things. Let's look at the A, and I'm actually going to make some collages before we finish today. So we have an arm and an apple and an American flag and an astronaut. That's another American flag. And an alligator. And on here there's an Alabama. Oh, that's another alligator. We have an apron. And an angel. Then I thought about animals. We have animals. This is another angel. And an airplane. And some more airplanes. And how about some art? Or automobiles. So they can be cars or automobiles. It could be an airplane or a plane. This one, I was going through images and this says autumn in the Alleghenies. So autumn. So the interpretation of the things that you're going to use in your collage is entirely up to you. I have some bees here. I thought I should give you an idea of what I pulled for bees. I have a bee, a balloon, a boot, another boot, some books. I must have been on the book mood. Binoculars, a bone, a boat, and a beach. A button. Oh, there's another bone. There's a bird. No, that was another boot. How about a bunny? There's some more blueberries and books. And a bike. And a bottle. And basket. More birds. And more books. Oh, and some more blueberries. And I just pulled out a group of alphabetical images to work with. I do not know yet what I'm going to use for sure. And I'm not necessarily going to work on the collages in alphabetical order. But I will show you what my plan is as best I can show you. Oh, this was an advertisement, so I'm possibly going to stick that in. I have these advertising postcards that I am going to turn into pages. They're going to look like this. Okay, and what I'm going to use to make those is this Webster's Encyclopedia of Dictionaries. Now, this is not a complete dictionary in any way, shape, or form, and I didn't realize that when I started, so I have a little trouble with my X and Y, but it will be all right. There weren't very many X words. See, there's only a few X words, so there's a little trouble with that, but that's okay. So I'm going to show you how I chose what words that I'm going to use on my page. I just found the section with the C's that has C's on both sides, and I'm going to take it out. I did not look at the words really. I just chose a page. Okay. Now I'm going to do 2 collages for each letter. This is A on this side, and it's an A on that side. So I need enough pages, which will be 26, to get all of my letters on. The first thing you need to do when you have something this shiny is sand it just a little bit, and I just lay it down. Okay, now my piece of sandpaper was right here. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Okay, sorry guys, I have to stop the video and find my piece of sandpaper. I do apologize for that. It had fallen on the floor when I started moving things around. Anyways, it doesn't matter which ones of these I'm using. They're all 4x6 postcards. They're old advertising postcards that they're for book bead shows, and they're no longer useful. This is just a piece of fine grade sandpaper. It's 220, and I just take and do a gentle scrub on these, and the only reason I'm doing this is because these are so slick that getting things to stick to them is sometimes just a little difficult. So I just go through and sand them just like that. And as you can see, it just barely scratches them. Then, unfortunately, you have to clean up the mess you've made, because that stuff is just very, very dirty. So you end up, you see how filthy it made it? It's amazing how dirty. Oh, well, that's helpful. Lay it right back down on top of the dirty one. And I just sprayed my rag with a little water. If you had baby wipes, you could just use a baby wipe. But I'm running low on baby wipes, so. Oh, see how filthy dirty that was? It was just dirty. And this is just water. And I'm not laying it on there long enough to really get it wet, so it's really not about washing the card. It's just about wiping off the dust. Okay, we're just going to put these aside now. Let's clean up a little dirt. Okay. Now then, I know that my cards fit right there, and I can put the second one down here. So since I know that this is the C page that I want to use, I am going to glue this card right here. Okay. And so I just made them, I just cut it in half. It was just easier to work with. I had more room to lay things out. I'm going to need this piece later. And I wanted to show you as well that I had a piece that is plain, and I'm going to index all the images and what I like. Automobile, I'm going to, if I use it on the A page as an automobile, I want to write that down, and I will show you this more later. So I found these kind of blank pages in my book, and I'm going to use them as well. So I'm going to do 2 cards right now and show you how I do them. Set that aside. Okay. Now, I'm going to use matte medium today. You could use Mod Podge. You could use PVA glue. You could use whatever adhesive you'd like to use. If you don't, this is not a step you have to take. I'm just doing, this is just how I'm doing it, and I'm using matte medium. That was a lot. Yeah, it's a whole lot. Let's just lay my brush like that, and I'm just going to put this on here. I just want to get it on straight is what I'm really trying to do. Reasonably straight. Then I'm going to take a plastic card and just squash it so that any extra glue comes out from underneath it to help with the bubbles. And I'm going to lay that aside to dry. And I'll do that again. This is just, there's also water in my brush, so I'm wanting to make sure I get glue or matte medium on there. And this will be the plain one. And like I said, this is what I'm going to use for my index pages. So just having it plain is fine. If something, the images from the postcard show through a little bit, I'm not worried about it. I'm going to write on it anyways. So once those are dry, oops, that's a finished one. Sorry guys. Oh. Okay. Once they're dry, I have the other side to do. So what I do is I just come in here and tear this off because I wanted the torn edge. I don't want it real grungy on the edge, but I wanted the torn edge. Okay, and now I have the other side of my V page. And one of the things we want to do is make sure that our words are right side up. Okay. And again, we're going to take our credit card or plastic key, whatever we're using, and really get it down there. All right. So we're going to set that aside to dry. Once both sides are nice and dry, oh, that's not dry. Sorry. Once both sides are nice and dry, we're going to go back in with our tearing and just tear off these edges. And if it loses little bumps, I'm not worrying about it. Now, I'm going to pull out the A's because I know I have the A page because I know I have a fair number of A's in my collage fodder. And I'm going to work with these little images here. And I'm going to create a collage. Now, if you want to treat this like a glue book project and cover up your entire page with images, you are more than welcome to do that. This is a challenge. It's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be make you unhappy or crazy. And if I had thought, I might have fussy cut these out ahead of time, but I'm just going to get busy here and work on this collage and show you what I'm going to do. Oh, there's a couple more things I am going to use. I have my little book of letters. I like that A right there. So I'll probably use that A. And I have a list of inspirational words. And I like this word adventure, so I am going to use it on my page. So I'm going to use a letter and a word on my page, as well as okay, everyone. I don't want to keep going today because this video is getting plenty long enough. But that is my plan for doing the collages. That is how mine are going to be. I'm hoping that you'll play with this within this challenge with me. I did write down my A words that I have used on this side. Now I am going to collage on the back side with another set of A's, but it'll have to wait until this side is dry. Again, this is the A to Z Collage Challenge. Now, like I said, if you want to treat it more like a glue book and just glue in some pages, this is for you. It's to have fun with. I'm going to create a book with this when I finish, and I'll show it to you as I go. I will be working on this. I'm probably going to try to work on it some every week for the next couple of months, so that you can see where it's going and what it looks like. This is all I'm going to do today, just simply because I don't want this video to get too long. So I am going to read you a quote from my 1001 Ways to Creativity. Oh, I forgot. If you do a video or if you post to Instagram, And I will put this down in the description box, but if you do anything that you can show me, you know, pictures, if you post pictures in the group or whatnot, please do me a favor and tag it with this hashtag. It'd be a lot of fun to be able to see everybody's work and what images you use. Okay, this is 1001 Ways to Creativity, and I'm just going to read you a quote. Human beings were creating cave art at least 40,000 years ago, and we have probably been creating one type of art or another for as long as we have been human beings. Creativity is what defines us as a species. And I hope you will play along. I hope you will enjoy this project, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye. Go make some art. Have fun.